The newspaper ad was simple. Night security guard needed. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. The pay was surprisingly good for just watching monitors all night. I was desperate. Rent due, car broken, no options. I called. The man on the phone barely asked questions. Could I start tonight? I said yes. I should have wondered why the job was so easy to get. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I remembered it from childhood. Bright lights, cheap pizza, and those animatronics. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica. Even as a kid, their eyes unsettled me, always watching. When I arrived, the place was dark, shadows swallowing the cheerful facade. The manager, Mr. Fitzgerald, met me. He looked exhausted, rushed through instructions. Security office, monitors, door controls, limited power. He kept glancing down the halls, handed me keys and a uniform, and told me, just make it to 6 a.m. Then he left, fast. I settled into the office chair. The room felt like a cage. Monitors flickered to life. Main stage, dining area, Pirate Cove. Everything was still. The animatronics stood frozen on stage. Just machines, I told myself. But as I stared at their shapes on the screen, I couldn't shake the feeling I was the one being watched. The first hour was the worst. Silence pressed in from all sides. Every tick of the clock was thunderous. I found myself holding my breath, listening for something. I cycled through the camera's stage, dining area, kitchen. Nothing moved. The decorations looked sinister in the shadows. The place felt like a tomb. Then the phone rang, startling, shrill. I answered. A recorded voice welcomed me, explained the animatronics were left in free roaming mode at night. Supposedly, their servos locked up if turned off too long. It sounded absurd. I checked the main stage. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, all still there. The call continued. Check cameras often. Conserve power. Make it to 6 a.m. The call ended. Silence returned, heavier than before. I stared at the monitor. The animatronics' painted smiles seemed to mock me. Their eyes held secrets. The night was long, and I was utterly alone, or so I hoped. I came back for the second night, telling myself it was just nerves. The building felt colder. I locked the doors, sat down, glued to the monitors. For 2 hours, nothing happened. I started to relax, then I glanced away for a moment. When I looked back, Bonnie was gone. My heart stopped. I frantically flipped through cameras. There he was, backstage, staring into the lens. His eyes glowed red, fixed on me. It wasn't a prank. They moved. I couldn't look away. It felt like a nightmare. The camera flickered. Bonnie vanished again. I searched every feed, panic rising. West Hall. Bonnie stood at the far end, closer now, just a few feet from my office door. Night 3 was pure paranoia. I arrived with coffee and dread. I told myself to stay vigilant, eyes glued to the cameras. The shift started in silence. Then, both Bonnie and Chica moved within the first hour. Bonnie lurked in the West Hall. Chica disappeared into the kitchen. Audio only. Pots clanging. Metallic scraping. Then I heard it. Faint giggling, like a child's laughter, echoing down the East Hall. The hallway was empty, but the laughter continued. I turned on the light. Nothing. The laughter stopped. Later, a whisper. Help! Right outside my left door. I slammed the door shut, checked the camera. Nothing. The phone guy had mentioned a dark history. Children had gone missing here long ago. By night 4, I was a wreck. No sleep, no appetite, but I kept coming back. The power meter drained faster than ever. Every light, every door, cost me precious energy. Bonnie and Chica were relentless. faces pressed to the door windows, but Freddy was gone from the stage, missing, untraceable on the cameras. The power dropped dangerously low. I gambled, leaving doors open longer, using lights less. Freddy's distorted laughter echoed from the halls. The air grew heavy, cold. I was prey, trapped in a glass box. Then the power hit zero. Darkness, silence. 2 glowing lights appeared in the left doorway. Freddy's music box melody played, a slow, haunting tune. He was right outside my office. I was trapped. I survived night 4, barely. At 6 a.m. the lights returned. Freddy vanished. I spent the day digging through old newspaper archives. I found it 5 children missing after an incident at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Bodies never found. I returned for the 5th night, not for money, but for answers. The air was charged with dark energy. The phone rang. Same voice, now distorted, words lost in static. "They're here. Can you see them? It's me." All 4 animatronics came alive at once. Chaos. Bonnie and Chica at the doors, Foxy sprinting down the hall, Freddy's face flashing on the monitors. The power failed again. Darkness, a twisted music box melody. I heard scraping, banging, children's voices crying out. Then, 5 pairs of small glowing eyes appeared in the darkness. Not animatronics, but something else. A child's voice whispered, "You can't save us." Freddy's shadow loomed over them, eyes glowing. I don't remember how I got out. Morning sunlight streamed in. The animatronics were back on stage, spotless, as if nothing happened. The silence felt final. The performance was over. I quit that day, left a message, never asked for my pay. The pizzeria closed weeks later, health code violations, they said. But I knew the truth. The souls of those 5 children were trapped in those machines. They weren't trying to hurt me. They wanted to be heard. I still have nightmares. I see their eyes, hear their whispers, can't stand music boxes. Some places are stained by tragedy, energy imprinted on the walls, manifesting in ways we can't understand. Before I left, I found a child's drawing on the desk, 5 stick figures holding hands with Freddy. Underneath, a name. The man arrested years ago. The night guard before me. The man on the phone. Next to it, in my own handwriting, though I don't remember writing it, was a final message. It's me.